Pour yourself a cold one and join us for an hour filled to the brim with fun.
It hurts in my ears right now.
Entertainment.
Cheeky, bang, bang.
Information.
I need some water and a washcloth.
And a little weirdness.
Can I be a duck? Yeah, I don't think they want me to be a duck.
It's Happy Hour with DJ Kyle.
Welcome to another edition of Happy Hour, right off the heels of Memorial Day weekend. I have to say I'm a little exhausted, but we do want to say thanks to our sponsors for making Happy Hour possible. Ozarks Barge and Dock. Dock's built tough since 1988. Our good friends at R Veterinary. Also our good friends at Surdike Yamaha, where we do the year-round fun. Always a great time hanging out with them. Ozarks Amphitheater, the exclusive attraction of Happy Hour. And of course, American Elm Company. Thank you so much, and a newly decorated scene that we have going on here. So thank you again, American Elm Company. I brought Megan on here today because I'm fresh off the Memorial Day weekend. By the way, how was your Memorial Day weekend?
It was super chill. I didn't do hardly anything. Which is why I'm joining you, because you actually had a Memorial Day weekend and you're a little tired.
Yeah, I obviously do DJ work outside of Lake TV, and so I was doing doubles and triples and DJing this thing and having to go and visit with that person over there, and so it was a very long and tiring Memorial Day weekend, but it was such a beautiful one.
Oh, it was perfect.
Great weather.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see my outfit that I wore?
You know, I did. You sent this photo in our staff group text. And it's, somebody like GQ or somebody should like hire you just to be their stylist.
That's right.
Yeah.
I call that style Merca.
Merca.
That's called my Merca style.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I showed up to work today, I noticed someone put, a lot of news people, they have like their name plates in front. And so I show up and I see that there's a nameplate up here, except it says jerk. So I didn't know if I was a jerk or what. Would you mind explaining this to me, Megan?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I did that kind of on purpose. I wanted to like set you up. Just, there's this random thing that says jerk on it in your spot.
Yeah.
So Kyle, as you all know, likes to make seasonings.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the more like, you grow, I feel like, most of your stuff.
Yeah.
You've gotten to that point anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And I do too, but I'm not going to grow it.
Yeah. So you go to the store and you get the ingredients. So you made this is a Jamaican jerk.
Yes. And so I remember one time I mentioned it and you were like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. And so I was like, well, I'll bring you some. So I had to make more last night.
Can I sample this?
Go for it.
You mean this is mine?
Yes.
This is mine to take home?
You can keep that. It is in a repurposed cumin. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
I've heard both.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a tomato thing. I don't know.
Cumin?
It's in a repurposed container for that, which is one of the ingredients. So I figured that would be okay, but...
Oh, Megan. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. It's got spice, but there's some
There's so much happening
sweet,
in there.
Cinnamon?
Yeah. So
nutmeggy or
it's
something?
surprising how many other cultures use things that like in America we would use just like strictly for baking.
Yeah.
Like cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, that kind of stuff. Because even I make my own fajita seasoning and there's, I think, cinnamon in that too.
Wow.
I'm like, what? I never would have known unless I Googled a recipe.
That's very good.
So if you've never had jerk seasoning, there's onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, salt, black pepper, thyme, sugar, allspice, parsley, paprika, hot pepper flakes, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and cumin. There's so much.
And a tree in a pear tree.
There's so much in there.
Something like that. Again, I'm too tired to get it all. But what I'm working on as of right now, last night I went out because I found out your garlic, when it grows up and it starts growing the flower.
Okay, yeah.
That flower is the seeds to where you could grow garlic again. But I grow mine from the cloves. They say you can cut that off and that's edible. You can chop it up like it's
like a green onion.
Yeah, like a green onion, but it has this like garlicky bite to it. So I'm dehydrating it right now to go into a new seasoning. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, it should be good, or at least should be a good shot. Megan, thank you for coming on and making sure I'm awake through this segment. But I tell you what, we are going to wake up because it's happy hour, and we have a happy hour in store for you. We have Morgan Craneshaw on the show from Lake Area Chamber. Kevin Hill, he's talk of the town. Always a riot. That right there, that gets me laughing. That'll get me going. Jenny Wall, the watchdog, is going to be on the show today, keeping us informed about all the ins and outs of our local government and even state government. Furry friends, we have a dog named Bambi. So again, a great lineup on the show. So stick around. Let's drink some Monster or some coffee or something to get us going, and you enjoy some happy hour.
The Avett Brothers, live in concert. Friday, June 16th, Ozarks Amphitheater. With special guest, Government Mule. The Avett Brothers, on sale now at ozarksamp.com and Bridal Cave. Don't miss The Avett Brothers, live, produced by Mammoth.
Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock now celebrating 35 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 35 years.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the Polar Plunge to festivals parades, Aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Welcome back to Happy Hour. I'm your host, DJ Kyle, and today we are sitting and talking with Morgan Craneshaw, the Executive Director of the Lake Area Chamber. And Morgan, thank you for coming on the show today, and welcome to Happy Hour.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here. It's going to be a good time.
I absolutely love watching all of the events that you guys are a part of. Now, this year has already been a crazy whirlwind of a year. I don't have to tell you that because you've been in the middle of all these things. What are some of the things that the Lake Area Chamber has been up to already this year?
Yeah, so we're very event heavy the first half of the year. So we're going to go through some of the events, but we kick off the first week of the year with our legislative reception, typically hosted at Margaritaville. We have senators come out, Lake Area representatives come out, and kind of give us a recap of, well, a preview rather, of what they're wanting to do in session.
Nice.
Yes, that kicks us off, and then we roll right into pub crawl, which is everyone's favorite topic.
Absolutely. Pub crawl is one of those amazing events. If you get a chance to do it, you have to do it. It's just everyone is there having a great time, loving life, and really kind of kicking off the preseason, if you will, is what I always think. I think like when it comes around to pub crawl, that's like, all right, it's still wintry time. Like we're all kind of coming out of our caves, getting ready for summer and spring to happen. So we kicked that off. So tell us a little bit about the pub crawl, what happened this year.
Yeah, so it's Lake of the Ozarks Mardi Gras Pub Crawl. It takes part in February of each year, somewhere between actual pub crawl and the Super Bowl. We have to time it correctly. But this year we were able to bring our buses back. So we had 18 buses running over the 12 venues from Bagnell Dam Strip all the way to KK. They were busy running, but we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. The weather cooperated.
Oh, yeah.
Weather's always a little iffy in February, right? You never know if it's going to be sleet, rain, snow, ice. But it was gorgeous. It was one of the first warmer days, and people were out enjoying themselves very early on the day Saturday. But they had a lot of fun. They were able to do it safely, and it was a great event.
Yeah, I love the idea of all the buses just getting everyone around to the spots safely, and that way you don't have everyone just driving up and down the road. So you have all these buses that take everyone to places and really just have a fantastic time. So what are some of the other events that you've already been doing this winter and spring?
Right, so right after pub crawl, we run into our young professionals at the annual dodgeball tournament. It is a blast. It really truly is kind of like the movie Dodgeball. I believe we had 9 different teams come out and play. I saw you there, so I know you were able to witness it, but it's very competitive. And it's a great, great time, and all the proceeds raised go to a local nonprofit. So it's a good time for a good cause, and then of course they like to go out afterwards, and we were able to go to the Encore Lakeside Sky Bar and Grill and celebrate afterwards too. So it was a good time.
That is great. Yeah, and again, that's another event that my fiance took part in it this year. She said, you know, I'm involved in this dodgeball tournament. And I was like, huh? Okay, all right, well, I'll go to it. I didn't know what to expect. I show up there, and we got there early, and everyone's there practicing, and people come in like, you know,
in attire.
Costume. Yeah, exactly. And like matching shirts and whatever. And I saw one of the best was headbands and a big wig and short shorts and tank top. Oh, it was just hilarious to watch all of the people come out and raising money for such a great cause. And I will say, there's some pretty intense dodgeball players in there. I mean, there's everyone from just people there just like, I'll throw a ball, we're just having a good time, to the people that are like, I hope we win this. We're taking home the gold tonight. Like, and it's everyone in between. And I love the excitement and the happiness that whole event brings. Like, it really is just a fun thing. You also did the Cocktails and Caddies, the golf tournament recently.
We do. So that was our 10th annual. So it's a little bit different take on a golf tournament. It's a ladies golf tournament where on the day of they bid on their 4th player or their caddy, hence Cocktails and Caddies, during a live auction. So that caddy brings in a prize package. They're usually a very, very good golfer, and the ladies bid on them. I mean, it's a whole show. The men strut down these stairs. We announce them. Music's playing. They each have their own theme song. The ladies are all around. They have their paddles. They're ready to bid on them.
I love it.
And then they go out and they get to golf and enjoy the day. And then we have great sponsors out on the course as well. So they're getting some cocktails while they're out, some refreshments, and then they come back. We give awards, and then everyone goes home. But it's a great, great time.
We had our very own Lake TV. Megan was out there doing a lot of filming, and Will was out there playing.
He was.
Yeah, and Will did a spectacular job. Hang on, let me rephrase. Will was on a team that did a spectacular job, so it made him look really, really good.
Yes, he's a great golfer. I'm sure next year if he wants to play, he'll be back and it'll be a good time.
So with something like that, like that's such a process to put these events together. Like how, like what kind of army does it take to put something like this together? You're like, there we go, that's me.
Right? We have a great team.
That's
so
good.
it's myself, Casey Alexander, who's our membership director, and then Gwen Solons, who's our administrative assistant. We do a great job. It sounds crazy, but we will start planning for all of these events. They're going to kill me when they hear this because it's right around the corner. But we'll start planning for everything again in July for the next year. So we get a little bit of a breather, but it's a great team of us 3. And then, of course, we have our board of directors. There's 15 of them that come in and really help us kind of execute this. And then, of course, all of our committee volunteers, committee members, chairs. But if you're looking ever to volunteer, want to be involved in any of our events or any of our advocacy for the Lake Area Chamber, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to have you, put you in a committee where you would thrive and where we could definitely benefit from you.
And also, not only we haven't stopped there. We still have more events that you've done already. The Magic Dragon Street Meet Nationals, which I got a chance to go and visit that this year, and it just loads up the strip with just the greatest cars and motorcycles and things that I don't even know what they're called, but they're driving around, and you're like, that is really neat. So now something like that, how many contestants or entrants that you had this year?
Yes, so we have to limit it because of our space on the strip.
Sure.
So we had 800 vehicles register. So that's cars, trucks, and also motorcycles that register to be a part of the show. We had just over 18 vendors this year, which is the largest vendor village that we've had. We included food trucks, our vendors that we like to see back year to year, and then some new vendors that come out that are local as well. So that was great. And we're waiting on the final numbers for amount of people that came from Thursday to Sunday. I don't have that number yet, but it is the soft number that I have blew my mind. Much larger than I ever thought was actually there.
It was very busy when we showed up. I mean, it was perfect weather as well.
Oh,
I mean,
we lucked out.
Such great weather, perfect day to get out and to see all the cars. And also, it was neat to be able to walk by those cars, and a lot of the owners are sitting there, and they are ready to tell you stories about how they came upon the car. Oh, I found this in an old garage.
I was going to say in a barn somewhere. Yes,
the barn
it's
was
insane.
just about to fall down on it, and we pulled it out, and here it is. It looks like a brand new car. So it's neat to bring the life back to them. And it was so fun for me because I got to take my dad that was a car enthusiast, and of course he's looking at cars. That's my old 57 Chevy. There's my 5-window pickup truck that I had when I was younger. So it was neat to see him relive the younger days and see those cars in shapes that were just like it was when he had them. So and then a part of that, there's the National Pedal Car Challenge. Tell me a little bit about that. Like, it seems like smaller cars than what I saw on the strip.
Yes. So the car show itself is Friday through Sunday, and we kind of add to it a little bit every year. Some small changes, some large, but 3 years ago, we were approached to do a pedal car challenge. It started as local schools and now it's grown. But what we do is we provide school districts with a pedal car. It literally comes in just a big box, not assembled anything. And then they assemble it. The only thing they have to keep original is the chassis of the vehicle. Okay. They assemble these pedal cars. We do a career day the Friday before the car show, or Friday of the car show rather. They have guest speakers come in, tech schools, they come in, talk to these kids, and then we do a judging round with them. And then we auction them off Saturday at a live auction at the car show.
Oh, that's fun.
It's very neat.
I love it.
It's very neat. And all the proceeds turn around and go to scholarships for the kids attending a tech school.
That is really cool.
Yes, literally all the profits go right back into that. So it's very exciting. We had, 8 seniors apply for a scholarship this year, and I don't have that final amount, but I want to say the kids are getting just over $2,000. In the 3 years that we've done it, we've raised just very, very shy of $50,000 for the scholarship program.
That is great. Now, how can people get involved in the scholarship program? Is there ways to hop into that?
So there is. And we'll talk about another scholarship program in a second. But for the pedal car, we'll roll that out January 1 of each year. So if you're interested in sponsoring, being a sponsor of the pedal car, give me a call, visit our website. We'll have all the information up there, and that way you can be a part of the show.
Perfect. And so what are some of the things that the Lake Area Chamber has coming up?
Yeah, so coming up, so we always have a monthly social, so that's on the 3rd Tuesday of each month. And the next one is on the June 20th, and it's going to be at the Brick House Gastro Pub from 5 to 7.
Yeah, right there on the strip.
Yeah, you don't have to be a member to come. If you're curious about membership or you are a member, go ahead and come out. It's a great time, network, mingle, and again, have a good time. Enjoy those beverages and cocktail. Same thing, cocktails and appetizers. But come out, enjoy that. And then our young professionals meet every other month, and that's coming up on June 7th, so right around the corner.
Nice.
That'll be at Wilmore Lodge. You do have to register to attend, but give us a call, and we're happy to do that for you.
All right, and we should have all the numbers up on the screen for you to call or places to get registered for these events. Morgan, thank you so much for coming in. I'm very excited to see all the events for next year. They just keep growing and growing, and Before we know it, there at the Strip, we're going to have to do double-decker roads just to fit more of the cars on there.
Special parking structures.
Yeah, right. Well, thank you again for coming on,
Yes.
and thank you for informing us of all the great stuff that the Lake Area Chamber has to offer for us. So again,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you.
We have more with the Happy Hour coming up.
Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock now celebrating 35 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 35 years.
The best summer ever has kicked off at Ozarks Amphitheater, the exclusive attraction of Happy Hour. And you have to check out the shows that are coming to town. Friday, June 16th, get this, Avett Brothers with special guest Government Mule are going to be at the Ozarks Amphitheater. And then coming up Thursday, June 22nd, the Duck Buck Tour, Walker Hayes, special guest Ingrid Andrus, and Ray Fulcher. You can get your tickets online, ozarksamp.com.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hi, it's Kevin Hilly. I'm on the Bagnell Dam Strip today, and today's Kevin Hilly's Talk of the Town is all about cars and driving on Lake TV. What was the first car you ever owned?
Nova.
Well, what year do you know? Remember?
I'm wanting to say it was a 69.
Nice.
Yes.
Did you end up selling it, or you wreck it, or what?
No, I sold it.
Sold it, okay.
79 Z28. 79 Camaro.
A Mercury Topaz.
What happened to it?
I wrecked it.
1988 Chevy four-wheel drive pickup, half ton.
Mine was a Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Oh, the first car I ever had was a 64 Corvair.
What happened to it, do you remember?
Yeah, we cut holes in the floor to take the weight out, and it just went and disintegrated.
Wow.
So we were 16, but that was fun.
Yeah, well, when you're 16, that makes sense. Yeah,
You bet.
know. What's your number one pet driving peeve? Things people do on the road just make you nuts.
Cut you off.
Slow people in the fast lane. I'll agree with that.
Drive slow.
Slow drivers. Yeah.
Tailgating.
Yeah, tailgating.
Tailgating, he says.
I think so.
Tailgating.
I think so.
Well, I've got a lot of those, but I'm not
Give me
sure.
one or two. Give me.
Well, probably the guys that are running 90 miles an hour and a 70 mile an hour, and they
Speeding.
just cut over.
Speeding. Yeah. What's the coolest car or truck you ever seen in the movies or TV? Coolest one ever.
I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure. Probably the older Chevy models. trucks.
General Lee.
General Lee, he says.
Man, that's a tough one to beat. Or Smokey and the Bandit.
Or Smokey and the Bandit.
It'd be one of the two. It'd be one of the two.
The Batmobile.
Trans Am from Smokey and the Bandit.
How about the Sean Connery car there? That's
From 007?
007,
Oh.
yeah. Or from Bullet, you know.
Nice pick. Steve McQueen, yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 2 there.
Probably be the General Lee.
Would you trust a self-driving car? Would you get the self-driving car?
I'd be kind of scared of it. Yes.
I'm not there yet.
Not there?
Not yet.
Self-driving car? No? Okay.
I don't think so.
Maybe. If I was drunk.
Uh-huh.
If I was drunk.
Yeah, I would get in one. It might not trust it though.
No.
No
Don't
doubt
trust
there.
it, no.
No, I'm not there yet either.
No, I wouldn't.
No way, huh?
Nope.
Hey, thanks for watching this edition of Kevin Hilly's Talk of the Town. I'll talk to you on the radio Monday through Friday from 5:30 until 10 on 94.3 Cat Country, Hilly and Hart, and then 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 101.9 The Wave. Thanks for watching this edition of Kevin Hilly's Talk of the Town on Lake TV.
The Avett Brothers, live in concert. Friday, June 16th, Ozarks Amphitheater. With special guest, Government Mule. The Avett Brothers, on sale now at ozarksamp.com and Bridal Cave. Don't miss The Avett Brothers, live, produced by Mammoth.
Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock now celebrating 35 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 35 years.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the Polar Plunge to festivals parades, Aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've got to love Lake TV.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Welcome back to Happy Hour. It's the happiest hour on TV, and we are here to get informed from our good friend. How are you doing today?
I'm fine,
Thank you. We have from the Watchdog Report, we have our good friend Jenny Wall. And Jenny, this Watchdog Report is packed full of they're always packed full of very important information of different politics, different things that are going on in our neighborhoods, in our state, in our cities. Tell us, how could people get a hold of the Watchdog Report, and what are some of the things that they would read in there if they got a hold
Subscribe to it. I thank you. I'm glad you like it. It is always packed because there's only 4 pages and there's always so much to talk about.
There really is.
The website, the word watchdog is spelled with D-A-W-G. You can see here. The website is watchdogreport.com. You can see all the past issues. I think we started last September, and you can go look at all the history. There's a very good series of articles about the courthouse renovation project there and other things. And then once a month, we scatter printed copies across the county so people can pick them up, check them out at various restaurants, tire stores, Parkway Tire, Sunset Tire, Danny's Car Care. They all have stacks there. Tavern Smokehouse has some. And just various places. Ask for them if you don't see them. Cozy Cafe over on KK. But the very best way to get the watchdog is to send me an email. There's a paragraph in the printed version, but the address is contact@watchdawg-report.com. And that comes straight to me, Jenny Wall, and I'll put you on the list, and then you get it in your email. Every month. And, you know, I throw it out on some groups in Facebook, and I think people enjoy seeing, but all of that is to help you know to get on the email list, and that way you're sure to have it.
And it's a super informative read if you want to know what's happening in politics in our area, and it might even be something where you start donating to the Watchdog Report to where you could get that information out even more. So I want to talk about you have in this episode, in this edition, the Missouri General Assembly, lots of bills passed, and I was looking through these bills, and again, it's so informative. You have everything kind of like laid out, and there's contact informations, but let's talk about some of the bills that were passed and what were... I like you're already laughing about it.
Well, you know I have an opinion, right?
Oh, yeah.
I want to point out this is the Watchdog Report, not the cheerleader, not the Camden County cheerleader, not the Missouri General Assembly cheerleader. So there's always the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, some critique there.
And you lay it all out, and that's what I like about this. It's not sugar coated. It's not telling people
I'm very blunt.
You're not sugar coated at all, and I love that. So let's talk about some of these bills that were passed. Like, what were some of the issues that we ran into?
I'd be happy to. There are many bills introduced, and a very few that pass. And I'm very much an advocate for our Republican supermajority to get together as a team and come out with 1 or 2 bills that they all coalesce around and do something important. For me, that would be like paper ballots and outlawing lobbying. There's a lot of kind of milquetoast. Here's a memorial bridge. Here's the committee for the 250th anniversary of America. And these are good things, but there's a lot of fluff, I would call it. I really would call it fluff. Like our Senator Burns Cutter wrote a bill, SB 20, that had to do with specific retirees in the state government. Well, first there was an amendment that changed the name of the bill to just retirements, relating to retirements. And then they loaded like 18 things on there about this group and that group and this group and that. And you can't know whether you agree with it or not. None of it really shows a commitment to the right or the left, just kind of administrative weird stuff we need to do. And I'm not sure in this day and age if that's where we should have our priorities. There was a Democrat-sponsored bill that installed in our school curriculum that remains owned by DESE, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. We did have a good bill from Senator Julie Carter, I think it is, that removed DESE's influence from Missouri schools, and that would have been great. But they pushed that one aside for the more easier soundbite of everybody can kind of go to school where they want to. But they're going to put in the social studies curriculum, studies of the New Testament, and I think Hebrew scriptures. And I'm one of those people that think spiritual things are family things, and I'm not in favor of a class that removes the the conversation about developing a personal relationship with God and developing as a person in that important way with history.
Yeah.
Presented in a disconnected, cold, perhaps even critical kind of way. We don't know.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
you
haven't
won't know
seen
until.
So it's again a warning for parents: stay involved and pay attention, and be sure you know what's going on. But they passed the SAFE Act, which was Senator Moon's bill about protecting children from transgender treatments and surgeries. But it refers to public money for these, so I don't know how far-reaching that bill is. There's always more, right? There's always another layer to learn about. The stopping foreign countries from owning Missouri land didn't include all of Missouri land, only Missouri farmland. There's a paragraph in here about that little discussion
all of
the
the
politicians.
different bills, 26 House bills were passed out of 1142. So obviously there's a lot to read about that. So check out the Watchdog Report, read that. But real quick, we're getting a little bit out of time, but I want to make sure that we cover our little bit more local, Camden County. So why don't you go ahead and open that can up?
Sure. A couple of quick things about Camden County. I found out yesterday, I spoke with Commissioner James Gohagan, and I found out that he, working with the county attorney, were able to file a injunction, a preliminary injunction against one source, which is this is the contractor that was blasting the bluff in Lynn Creek and disturbing these people in this neighborhood in horrible ways. So they pulled his permit, weeks ago, but he didn't stop. And DNR pulled his permit, but he didn't stop. So they did get a preliminary injunction. My understanding is the work has stopped. I reached out to some folks in that area, but I haven't heard back yet. I'll get that next month. And there is a criminal case filed against this contractor.
Oh, wow.
It goes to court in August. And I'll dig in and see what
That
those
escalated
charges are.
quickly, didn't it?
Well, they didn't think at first that they would be able to find criminal law that would apply to this. But we have a really good county attorney right now. His name's Jeff Green, and he's very smart and methodical and a very nice man too. And I think he figured it out, or somebody did. And I appreciate Commissioner Gohagan for looking after his constituency there and doing that.
Absolutely.
The other thing I wanted to mention is I heard in a speech in a public broadcast the other day that we're coming to a close on the Verigy project, the renovation project. And everybody's very relieved. We're just going to move on and it'll be over and everybody will be in the courthouse and it'll be fine. What is missing to me as an experienced business person is that I was a project management PMP. And if you have ever been remotely connected with a professionally managed project, which this wasn't, but it should have been, you know that the final and most important step in a project is the lessons learned.
Yeah, exactly.
And see, people know this term came from evil, woke corporate America, but these are hard-working people in middle management that know how to run teams and know how to do process. And this process management technique would do very well in county government, but we're not there. I hope we get there. But I hope that they don't just shove this aside and go on. I hope that there is a very robust lessons learned investigation, a report from that, and the actual updates to the purchasing process put in place and documented that would have prevented this horrible contract from being signed.
You want to learn from your mistakes or learn from the past or maybe learn from the things that you did well. And you move forward and you take those and you put them through a filter.
And it's not about the people. It's not about you did this or you did that. It's about what are the steps, how did this unfold, and how do we need to unfold differently. It's not just, hey, we're better people, so we're never going to do this. They actually awarded a single bid for flooring after Verigy, so the process, it's the process, not the people.
That's right.
The process needs to be looked at, and I hope they do that.
Absolutely. Well, Jenny, thank you so much for coming on to the show. Very informative. Again, check out the Watchdog Report. You can get it emailed to you, and you just sit there and read it on your phone if you'd like to. So.
Yes, enjoy, and thanks everyone for appreciating the Watchdog. I get really great feedback, and thank you.
That is wonderful. All right, we have more with Happy Hour coming up. Thanks for joining us.
Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock now celebrating 35 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 35 years.
The best summer ever has kicked off at Ozarks Amphitheater, the exclusive attraction of Happy Hour. And you have to check out the shows that are coming to town. Friday, June 16th, get this, Avett Brothers with special guest Government Mule are going to be at the Ozarks Amphitheater. And then coming up Thursday, June 22nd, the Duck Buck Tour, Walker Hayes, special guest Ingrid Andress, and Ray Fulcher. You can get your tickets online, ozarksamp.com.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
Oh man, it's like Memorial Day weekend already, and we got a great cup of coffee for you.
Latest on the Lakeport Village. Do we really need a tiff?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Huge traffic coming to town for the holiday week. We'll tell you all about that.
Plus, we're gearing up for season number 2 of our LOZ featured doc series, and we want to feature your doc.
Wow, tell us where you are. So be sure to join us for a cup of coffee this week.
Fancy Light. The country music sensation is coming to Lake of the Ozarks. Fancy Light, Applebee's. Walker Hayes, Duck Buck Tour, June 22nd, Ozarks Amphitheater. With special guests Ingrid Andress and Ray Fulcher. On sale now at ozarksamp.com and Bridal Cave. Walker Hayes Live.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Welcome to another Furry Friends presented by our veterinary on Lake TV. I'm Megan Albers. Today we're out here at Ozarks Cat and Canine Shelter to meet a sweet dog named Bambi. We're out here with Mary Meow Me Tilly, and we have Bambi, who, as you can see, is a very good girl. She's just chilling, just hanging out. We found the small sliver of shade out in the yard because it's a very warm day. So thoughts and prayers to cameraman David, who is standing in direct sunlight. Mary, tell me about Bambi.
Okay, Bambi is, we believe, around 3 years old. We have her listed as a lab mix. She was found as a stray in Gravois Mills, brought in, we posted her. Nobody came forward to claim her or anything, so we got her fixed and vaccinated and all that good stuff, and she's ready to go.
All right.
And the girls tell me that she is just pretty much the perfect dog.
I mean, she's just so chill.
Yep. I mean, how often does this happen that they
Right?
just sit here with us and,
Yeah.
and you know, it's like she knows she's on camera and she's ready for it. All the volunteers love walking her because she's great on a leash. We never say that a dog is potty trained, but in her case, we're pretty sure that she probably was before she came in.
Okay.
And she should fall into a routine pretty easy when she gets home. Good with other dogs as long as they are calm like her. You know, she doesn't really like the hyper ones that want to get in her face. You know, she doesn't really want to have anything to do with. But if you've got another calmer dog at home, we haven't noticed anything with her with cats.
Okay.
We would be willing to risk her in a home with a cat and see how it went. Whereas sometimes we say definitely not. She would probably be good, with an older person or with, young kids, as long as they aren't, pulling and tugging on her all the time. Well-behaved young kids, put it that way. She's just one of those that, real good girl.
Yeah. And
she should very easily find a home when she gets out there. She's very sweet.
Yeah, she's a total sweetheart. Loves. And she just sits there. Just hangs out.
Yep, very calm, very chill.
Seems like the type of dog that would just kind of lay at your feet all day and just hang out. Or maybe on you. I don't know if you're into that.
Yep.
So you guys are a nonprofit, which means that you guys run on donations.
Yes.
You have a lot of options that people can kind of like get involved financially. Do you want to go over those real quick?
Okay, so the biggest one would be our thrift store. We have the thrift store on site here. And all the money that is raised through the thrift store comes directly down here for the care of the animals. So if you have items that you're wanting to get rid of out of your home, we would be happy to take those in and resell them for the money for the shelter. Any shopping that you do up there, you are directly supporting us. They're always looking for volunteers too.
Yes.
And then we apply for every grant that we possibly qualify for, but which we do get here and there. A lot of times our grants, when we apply for them, we have to apply for like specific projects or specific need, like our spay and neuter program.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's something specific medical case or something like that, which we have a lot of right now. We've had a lot of medical cases, especially in the last year, that we really haven't dealt with before. So any amount helps. We have a donate button on our Facebook page, right at the top of the page. That money, all money that comes in through Facebook, because we are a nonprofit, Facebook does not keep anything. It comes directly to us.
Awesome.
A lot of times we will make posts. I do like $5 Friday posts and things like that have a donate button on Facebook as well. If you go on our website, on the Ways to Give page, it talks about things that you can bring into the shelter, like cleaning supplies, dog food, things like that. There is also a donate button on that page. That one is connected to our PayPal account, and it comes directly to us as soon as you send it. We also, something that a lot of people don't know is when we get items in at the thrift store, if they are kind of specialty items, things that we know are worth more money, we have an eBay store.
Oh, nice.
And one of our volunteers, she's a former board member, runs our eBay store for us, and there is a link on our website. There's a page about the thrift store and about shopping here. There's a link to our eBay shop, so they can click on that and go directly to our listings and see what we've got for sale. The eBay shop is connected to the email address that I use in the office. So I love to see those things coming in. And I'm always curious to see what we've put on there and how much they sold for and where they're going. It's always exciting. But a lot of people don't realize that. I don't think we have talked about that a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
So when she gets in those bigger ticket, those higher priced items, collectible items, they go on there.
Well, that's awesome.
But yeah, right now we've got. We recently posted about Henry. He's a dog that came into us who was blind. One eye was extremely inflamed and blown up and had to be removed. We've also got another dog in our care right now named Triton, who we're thinking most likely that it's something neurological, possibly Wobbler syndrome. Basically, when he walks, he looks like he's drunk.
Yeah.
He just, stumbles around. He can't, if he tries to bend over, we have to give him elevated food bowls, because if he tries to bend over, sometimes when he tries to urinate and he lifts his leg, he loses his balance and he just falls over.
Yeah.
So right now, we're trying to get testing done on him and all to see what else is going on and what we can do for him. In the last few months, we've had the 2 heartworm positive dogs, one of who is still here, which is Beatrix. She is going back to her foster home today, the day that we're filming this.
Okay.
She had to come in for a little bit when her foster mom was going out of town. So she's heading back to the foster home, but she is still available.
Okay.
And then we just had, random here or there. We've got some sick kitties right now that came from a hoarding situation that are, they've been on multiple rounds of antibiotics and not doing any good. So we've had to special order an antiviral medicine for them to see if that will help. So sometimes, sometimes it takes, it takes a little bit of kind of like mystery diagnosis, to figure out what's going on and what's going to help this animal, and all that costs money. And we use our veterinary, who's the sponsor of this program, and they are great to us. They do give us a discount, for our shelter animals, but it can really add up.
Yeah.
So, but those donations can add up too. I always put on our $5 Friday post, we have over 8,000 followers on Facebook. Can you imagine what would happen if every single one of those 8,000 followers would donate $5?
Yeah.
It would take care of things for a little while.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, y'all need donations.
Exactly.
Yes.
Always.
Yes,
Always.
Because you never know what's going to happen. These cases are random. They kind of just show up out of nowhere. There's no way to plan for them. So it's always nice to have
And then just the
cushion.
typical, like right now, it's puppy season, it's kitten season, and all those animals have to be vetted and spayed or neutered and everything before they leave us.
Yeah.
So, that all adds up too.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
And we try to keep our adoption fees down. Our adoption fees don't cover what we have in an animal, and we try to keep them down so that it doesn't discourage, doesn't turn people away.
Yeah.
We want them to find homes, so we try to keep the fee down, but then we've got to cover that somewhere else. So all those donations go to helping all these animals find homes.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so if you'd like to give to Ozarks Cat and Canine to support them, support all those medical bills for those dogs and cats, or if you would like to apply to adopt Bambi, who is an amazing dog, you can do so at ozarkscatandcanine.com. That is it for another Furry Friends presented by our veterinary on Lake TV. Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
The best summer ever has kicked off at Ozarks Amphitheater, the exclusive attraction of Happy Hour. And you have to check out the shows that are coming to town. Friday, June 16th, get this, Avett Brothers with special guest Government Mule are going to be at the Ozarks Amphitheater. And then coming up Thursday, June 22nd, the Duck Buck Tour, Walker Hayes, special guest Ingrid Andrus, and Ray Fulcher. You can get your tickets online, ozarksamp.com.
Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock now celebrating 35 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 35 years.
What a fun time we had on the show, and I'm so glad that I woke up for the show. It would have been really bad if I was sleeping through the entire thing. But we do want to say thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring Happy Hour. Thank you to Ozark Barge and Dock. Our good friends at Our Veterinary, thank you for taking care of all of our animals, making sure they're all happy and safe. Surdike Yamaha, year-round fun, and Ozarks Amphitheater, the exclusive attraction of Happy Hour. And speaking of, we're going to have them on the show next week talking about some big shows that are coming up. But also want to say thanks to all the guests that we had today. Thanks to Morgan Craneshaw, Kevin Hillian, the talk of the town, Jenny Wall with the Watchdog, and of course our furry friends, which Megan was there for the furry friends and got to hang out with a dog named Bambi. Speaking of furry friends or fuzzy friends, we did something really cool. We had a mama duck sitting on eggs, and they all ended up going rotten. They all ended up going bad. We were trying to figure out how can we have ducklings and have a mom just take care of the ducklings. So we just went to the store, bought some ducklings, brought them back, made her leave her nest. We took the eggs out, put the ducks in there. She came up, and it was so great because she's looking back and forth like, I don't know how this happened because I was just gone for a minute. But she ended up having these 4 little ducklings, and now she is the best mom, and she's taken them out to the pond, and it is absolutely adorable. We did a Facebook Live on our McMiller Farms. So many people were just like, this made my day. This is so awesome. So it was really cool to see that in nature where...
Isn't it fascinating?
Yeah.
Like those instincts just kick in, and even like, not even the same species that happens, which is so cool.
Yeah, and I've heard that like some silkies can hatch a duck egg and then that just becomes their duck. But it was really neat because we were high-fiving each other like, we did it. We made this mama duck become a mama duck.
That's so cool.
So I just thought it was awesome. So you make sure you check out all the fun duck things that we have. And of course, we'll have lots more on the farm with DJ Kyle this summer because we have some great things coming up. Some cooking and some hot sauce making. I got my garden in, so we're getting all that hot sauce ready to roll. But I want to make sure you guys join us next week on Happy Hour. We have a fantastic show. Again, Ozarks Amphitheater, they're going to be stopping by here, and we're going to learn about some new shows that are coming up. Paddleboard yoga. That's something you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to attempt to get out and do some yoga, which I don't do yoga, but then I'm going to try to do it floating on the water on a paddleboard. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be fun. We'll laugh at it. We have another furry friends, and our good friend Jim Paisley is back in to tell us a little bit of the history of World War II in Missouri. So we'll see you all next week on Happy Hour.